So today we are going to discuss about workflow rules and process builder. These two things are used to automate the work in Salesforce. Okay. So the first one is workflow rule. Both the things are necessary to implemented by developer, but as a tester you should understand what it can do and what we have to test. That's all. Okay. Now, I'll just make a walkthrough for the workflow rule. So, workflow rule is a automation tool where we can define. So, based on some update or based on some update of a field, we wanted some other things to happen. For example, so I have so many records. When I enter a field, for example, if hours are more than 8 hours, what is our application, guys?
Flipkart.
So this is applications. Whenever you log into your organization, then you have to navigate to your own application. So now we have one record. I have a requirement from the client that whenever people enter the hours as below 4 hours, that is half day school, then they want to show like one more field where they wanted you have logged in or registered successfully for a part-time student, that they wanted to show. So for that, now, what we have to do is we have to add one more field here and populate whenever this, like whenever we manually enter this hours, which is less than 4 hours, we wanted to show one more field get updated. Okay. That field update, like based on some criterias, we wanted some other changes to apply. So these things are called as automation. So if you want, you wanted to do it as a manual work, no, but here we know what should happen next. This is like fixed one. So we are just having our system Salesforce to do the work, and it will do automatically. Okay. So we'll see that. So we'll create one field. So we wanted to show a message, no? That is a text field. We'll take a text area because we wanted to fill some 100 characters or something. So next. What should be the label? Registration. This is always required, not necessary. Like based on that, it will happen. So here we are showing the message to the end user. So is it needed that we have to give like all the other access? We can make it just read only, no? So that people should not edit that field. Okay. This is field level security on all the profiles. Okay, save. Okay, and done. Okay, sometimes it is later. We'll see in classic whether this has been updated or not. Okay, we'll see in layout. You know no what is page layout. So in page layout, I am just going and seeing, like cross checking whether this registration message has been placed in our page layout or not. Okay, this is there after fees column. Okay, you can just go back. It has not been updated. That's all. Okay, we know that it's bit slow. We'll go back to our classic.
It's actually old record, right? We cannot.
No, no, no. Even old record should have the new field. It is applied
Okay.
on all the records.
Okay.
I'll show you. See here. And we made it read only, but still we are able to see this because I have logged in as a system admin, guys. So I'll be able to do anything, but when we log in as Tom, he will not be able to do this. Okay, editing is not possible when we make any field read only. Okay, so now we'll create one workflow rule. So in workflow rules, we have four actions which can be performed. See, these are the four actions we can do. That means we can, based on some update or create of the records field, we can do all these four actions also. I'll create new rule. The first thing is we have to select the object. What is our object name?
Student,
Student or students?
students.
Yeah. Only few will be always answering. Others also get up, guys. Speak out. I know you people are still laying in the bed. Most of them, not everyone. Okay. We have to give one name for the rule. What rule we can give, guys? Message display. Okay. So there are three options while creating the when we wanted a new action needs to be takes place. Okay, the first one is created, second one is created, and every time it's edited. Okay, and third one is created and anytime it's edited too. subsequently meet criteria. So you don't concentrate about the third one, but the first two is once is just creating, the other one is creating and edit also it should work. So now we'll concentrate on two. So I'll just go through the first one. Run this rule if the criteria are met our formula evaluates true. There are two types where we can do. So the first one is based on some fields or something updates. So the other one is just by giving a formula like owner ID or what was the other thing? Hours of school. Like that, we can directly say owner of the school, whatever the name is there, no, is school greater than 4 hours or less than 4 hours. Like this, we can define, but this is not much easier. So people will mostly prefer this one. Both does the same action, so it is easier for us to get the things from here. Okay, I'll just make 5 so that 4 is also included. Okay, and you can even define your one more like gender should be equal to male only. Like this you can define, and based on that you can even say the filter logic also. Like either one is pass also, you have to show this message, means you can write one or two. If you want both the conditions to be true, you can write and. Okay, so now this is not needed. Okay, and save and next. So now it is asking us, we have created a rule, but it is asking us what you wanted to perform. So we wanted a workflow action. What we wanted to do, guys, we have created one field, so we are going to update it. Okay, this is clear. New field update. Now for every new action, we have to give some name. Okay, field update of which other column it is asking. So we have to search for registration message. Okay, it is telling which uh, what is the data type of the field and all. So this checkbox, no, I'll just let you know at the end. Okay, and now you wanted to fill with a blank value or use a formula, it is asking. So blank value, you wanted to show blank value to them if this is there. No, right? You have to write one formula. Formula is nothing but if we are showing any text, we'll give um, what quote we will give. Okay, this is open and closed quotes. So yeah, thank you. You are registered for part time. Okay, save. Now we have already specified the rule criteria when this should happen and what to happen. Okay, when this happens, what should happen? This is the one. So now we have created everything. Everything is done. There are two actions mainly, guys. There is immediate workflow action and there is a time dependent workflow action. Here you can also say that for like we are doing whatever this happens immediately you have to show this message, but you want some things like you have done something now, but after 1 day 2 days you want that message to be displayed. At that moment you can choose time dependent workflow action. Both are similar, just one thing is added, work time, a time frame you have to define, that's all. Okay, and now done. Everything is done, guys. People will create this and they will expect that things to happen. See, like now for the old records it will not apply, we have to create a new one. Okay, but the thing is mostly people will just stop at this place and they will expect that to happen. Will this happen, guys? You observe carefully, something needs to be added here. Like one more thing we have to do to work this workflow rule. What is that?
That active checkbox, Kalpana.
Exactly, guys. So this active checkbox will check only if we click on activate. See, now it's done. So now you can expect these things to work. Okay, I'll go to students and I'll create a new one. It will not allow us basically. Okay, it is allowing. Okay, and then fees is something. Okay, based on this, no, we are working. So 4 hours I gave, and we wanted this message to be autofilled. Okay, I'll just save. See here. Thank you, you are registered for part time student. It happened automatically. These things are called as automation tools. First one is workflow rule, and the other one is process builder. So now you know these things, but this is read only, but still it is editable because I'm admin. If you want, I'll just show you by logging in as Tom. What was the recent record? Okay, that was not shared with him, no? Is it shared? Yeah. See here, we do not have option for edit. Okay, understood, guys?
Yes, Kalpana.
Okay, then we'll log out as Tom. So we'll just have a look where there are other actions also which can be performed. So now we'll just try adding one new more. So only one was there, so it took the side. See here, it is there. If already one existing action is there, it will take. So here we can create a email alert. So for this we should need one email template that we have to create in like in the setup we can create one email template which includes the body and subject, what it should include, all those things we will just create it so that we it is useful for us to use it here. Okay, and for whom we have to send, for Kalpana we have to send means we have to select her, that's all, there is no other things. And template we have to search it here, and then description, to that unique name, everything we have to give. And you can add up to 5 email addresses also. Okay, so you, if you want, I'll create one. See, we'll select one meaningful template. There are so many like already given by Salesforce also. Auto response will keep. Okay, from the recipients I have selected Kalpana, and you can give any of yours email ID. Can anyone say your email ID? Quick guys, no email IDs for you. Why no one is answering? Am I audible?
Yes, Kalpana.
Okay, I think I know Kavya's email ID. I'll just add it. Kavya, you're there?
Hello.
Mm-hmm. I'll add your email. So let me know once the email is received at your end. Okay.
Yeah, e-Kavya 10, right? Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Now we have created it. We just click on done, and it's already activated, guys. So now what we'll do is we'll create one more. See now, whenever we get this message, Even one email should have been triggered to the users. Okay, so let me check. Even I have given my email ID.
Yeah,
You got something, Kavya?
yeah, yes. Dear, thank you. Like, I got that message.
Exactly. Dear, thank you, Kalpana Reddy, and your comment. And
Kalpana Reddy, interlogging. Yeah, your comment.
see, it is like just by having the workflow rule, you are even dropping an email to other also. Okay, this is so useful, which we can do automation. Okay, so this is how we'll create. But the part of your work is not in the creation and all. Just for the knowing purpose, I wanted you to understand. But the main concentration is whenever in the interviewer or manager ask you, do you know workflow rule? You should say, yes, I know, and I have worked on those validations also. And in some rare scenarios, I have even created one of the task in the same. That's all. Okay, that doesn't mean you have to work on this. You are just letting them know that you also know other things. Okay, so four actions are creating a task, updating a field, email alert, and outbound message. Okay, you should be able to say this. That's all. And there are some other things like this is in comparison between the process builder and this. So before that, I'll just show you where we will create the template. Okay, see here, classic email template. From here you can click on new template and text. Next, whatever you want, you can create it here. Email template name, you have to give anything, and then unique name automatically takes description. And subject, what you wanted to show in a subject while sending an email. So you wanted to send, hi, you are registered as part-time student. Okay, hi. So even we can customize things, but not here. We have one more where we can add the fields also directly. See here, here we have no, in the field we can, if we know the name we can do it. We wanted field type as student one, no? We have to give just first name, and you have to copy entire this. So this will do a dynamic name sharing. So what I did is I chose first name of the student. So whenever this trigger like this workflow rule works, whatever the first name I gave for them, we are sending an email. For that reason it will show, hi Anna. Okay, this is that one. And congratulations for joining our university, your joining date is given soon. This is a new template. Okay. Okay, team Flipkart. But whenever you create, no, it will not automatically be available for doing any work. So the one more thing which you have to do is you have to check box this available for use. Okay, and save. So now this is your template name, display message. This was the one we have created. Oh, sorry. This email alert, no? We are adding a new template here, guys, which we have created recently. This one, okay, and save it. Now I will create one more and see whether this works or not. So if we edit, it will not work, guys, because we have given just create. Okay, give some name, guys. I'm short of names. Sorry. Okay, we got the message and just clarify you guys. Yeah. So soon I got an email, guys. Kavya, will you be able to read it out?
Yeah, yes. Register as partner. Hi, Julie, congratulations for joining our university. Your joining date is given soon. Thanks to our team Flipkart.
See, we gave just the name and everything, but it automatically took Hattori's name, which was like just now we thought of, and we gave. That means once this record is created, it will take this field name and apply there and send an email. Okay, this is how it works. So this is about the email template, how to create and how to utilize that in the workflow rules for creating the actions such as email alerts. Okay, so now this is a comparison, and here what happens is sometimes people will expect they wanted to it like whatever the changes happens. Now what we have did is, so student accounts field has been updated, so the same object has to be updated with another field, but sometimes we get a okay, so sometimes we get a requirement is that we have to edit other objects fields also. Okay, at that point of time, a workflow rule has some limitations which are like, for updating related records can update for process fill, like process builder is another automation which can update on any field of any related record, but not like in workflow rule we cannot work on all the fields of the parent record. See here, only some fields can be updated on the parent record of master detail relationship, but not all the fields. So those things you can just read, and this is for your interview purpose or whatever. Like once you enter, you should have some of the knowledge. So yeah, again, client round is again your work. So you have to be careful when you're working. For that reason, you can just learn all these things and answer them. Okay. So we'll just have a look into what is process builder. Here it is. So process builder is similar to workflow rule, but here the main important thing is whatever you do, you have a pictorial or visualization effect so that you know how it is going, what it is happening. Everything is shown in the flow chart way. Okay. When should a process start? It is asking. So when a record changes or a platform event message is received, it's invoked by another process. These two things are not necessary for you. So the first one is record changes. Okay, save now. So here you can see whatever you do, you will see a visualization effect. So it is telling first thing is we have to add an object. You can add any object, but once you have been selected with object, you cannot change, guys. Okay. Only when record is created or edited, both. Whichever you want, you can save it. Okay. And then you have to give a criteria name here. So what you have to do, like the similar way we gave no their field. So from students, we can get any of the fields. Fees we will give. So this is greater than $100. We have to show some message. Okay, that is our requirement. This is enough. Save. So whatever the criteria you have given, no, it will show it off here. Okay, we have to give a name for the criteria, guys. Okay, so this is the criteria. So immediate and scheduled actions. As we saw in the workflow rule, it was also having some two things. So the first one is immediate and the other one is scheduled. Scheduled means they're time dependent. Here you can schedule how many days, like one day after this date, whichever date you want. Okay. Or else you can have one more option, this from now, like that. Even hours also you can show, but not in minutes. But the thing is now even minutes also working. This is a not paid version, so we are not able to see it, but as per the winter 2022 release we got that option also available. Okay, this is mostly used by developers, so you should not be able to worry. The only thing is whatever developer does, you have to just check whether it is working as expected or not. That's all. Okay. And here you can define an immediate action. So yeah, there are how many options, guys? There will be like 11 actions which will be performed. Some extra things have been added like quip, not sure about this, but other things were there already, like updating a new record and submit for approval, send custom notification, quick actions and processes, post to chatter flows, email alerts, create a record and apex, all these things. Okay, this already I have noted here. See here these things. Okay, if they ask how many actions, 11 and 4 you have to say. This is 11, guys, and workflow rule is 4. But based on the updates winter release, we will get some more added, but it is not necessary that every time we have to be updated. But yeah, it is better to understand and know it. Okay, you can select any one of the action, create a new record, and action name is create, and whatever you want you can give, and done, that's all. So now it will create. So based on this also, if you want something else to do, you can create one more also, and based on that one more action you can write, and all these things happen. Okay, this is just for your knowledge purpose I showed. And yeah, again, there is no need for you guys to set up a automation on your tool. Okay, so you have to understand what it can do, how and all. So for the purpose, you should be able to say it. That's all. What is workflow rule? What is process builder? Okay. The one main thing is, even though process builder can do more actions, which covers all the actions of workflow rule. Why do we need workflow rule? Right. So the one thing is workflow rule is bit easier for simple logics, but when compared to process builder. And the other thing is outbound message. Outbound message is something, this is something for the integration point. You have to select an endpoint URL, and you will be able to just connect with like connect with the external applications and all from here only. Okay, you can directly connect it. So only this is more beneficial, because of this only people prefer workflow rules. But now it is duplicating. So Salesforce is forcing everyone to like move out of workflow rule and come near process builder or flows. Okay. So most of the workflow rules which have been built in the old organization, people are trying to migrate it to flows now. Okay. This is all about, guys. So we have completed most of the things which is necessary for the Salesforce. Okay, the only thing is you have to make yourself more like powerful by practicing every day, so that you can achieve your goal. Next we'll start is manual testing, and next we'll see how manual testing and Salesforce both we can include and test it, and we will see what is the test scripts and what is the test cases we can write. All those things we will learn. Okay, and agile, jira, everything we are going to learn in the next coming sessions, guys. So this is all about the Salesforce. If you have any questions while doing all these things, please let me know. And apart from this, you can always try googling or seeing YouTube like videos for your own general knowledge. Okay. Okay, guys, then